This time around, we got ourselves Rugelitsa. I might have a hard time with your name, honestly, but where's the young? This time it's a Frosty. Why do Blizzard? When you sap a target on the mount, why do they just stand up like they're surfing the dragon? Like, if you want to make that an animation of just like, I don't mount the dragon, I just gotta stand on the saddle, that's cool with me. I'm fine with that. Big Meteor coming down with full shatter, mad burst, and Rugelitsa taking a lot of hits as Young played out into the Frostfire, goes in for a trinket, a very aggressive use for a trinket, thinking that Rugelitsa is gonna charge at him, but the guy is actually trying to stay away. You still get yourself a blink or a shimmer with a little Frostfire bolt? Is that what I just saw? He's just trying to see if he can stay on him the entire time. Literally invisible just to walk up to the man. Make sure he can't go anywhere. Trinket with a freeze. Hold on a second. Do you have a proper go? You have a proper go. He's right there next to you. Big shatter. Big frost bomb. Does lock you out in a cheap shot for a second. Not taking a lot of damage right now. Young got himself double the shielding, double the power. Frozen bomb does still connect. No shatter bonus on that one. And that's actually the rogue able to put in quite a number of damage into Young right now. Big shatters might just go down. Evasion got himself a shadow melt unless you catch him intercept right after. Is it enough that Young and the Icebug trying to see if he can play it super safe? I actually wonder if he got himself a couple instant casts, he would be fine. Full reset for the rogue. Not even a full. Look at that healing difference. First aid wins. Literally, who wins? And Mage, who has mastered the powers of fire, arcane, and frost. Literally, the arcane arts themselves. Countless years trained within the order of the Dalaran mages versus a simple set of linens that you find in Khazalgar. Who wins? Apparently, mages lose out to a bandage. Literally a bandage. Look at our bikes. The bikes look good. Do they have bikes right now? Oh, wait. Oh my god, dude. The biker gang rolled in. Young might be going down here. Does he have a second block? Knock back onto the rogue? Does he have a blink? Oh, it's over. Look at the biker gang right here. Oh, the chauffeur. The Alliance. We're missing a bike over here, but then we got ourselves the cycle. Oh, and Rugelitsa does land the kill. This is why you never want to underestimate the sub-rogue. The amount of damage they do right now is still nuts. They can't do the whole Vanish cooldown reduction. Leo's Mog. Oh, dude. That's a warrior set, but that fits so much better on a Death Knight. With those blue glowing eyes. Oh, just something about it too, man. Just something about it. You know what I mean? I know Death Knight was not a classic class back in the day, but man, does this fit him super well. Doesn't fit him well. My goodness. The armor makes a Death Knight by the looks of it. Rugelitsa tried to be very, very careful in the approach, though. Does have the pet. I don't think the base summon pet could stun, right? Immediate IBF, immediate trick out of Rugelitsa as Leo just going to full damage. Cloaker Shadows is available for the rogue. Does get locked down. No trick out available. Oh, it's over. It is done. Cheat death. You can't cheat this man. You can't cheat him. Breathing down your neck in the most literal way. Literally press breath. Breath of Dragosa. Leo backing up out of there immediately. And by the way, Breath of Dragosa, you might be like, why do they play Breath? Like, who the hell plays Breath in PvP, right? Don't you need that runic power for Death Strikes or maybe a Frost Strike? But usually Death Strikes in a duel. But the Breath itself does so much burst damage, especially with the Death Reaper's Mark thing with the Deathbringer. It forces it to build up stacks incredibly quickly and burst, and you get the Scythe. It's just if you're trying to burst somebody down really quickly. It is worth the 2-minute cooldown. It gives you a really big window every 2 minutes. So then you have a smaller window every 1 minute and then a big window every 2 minutes. And it just gives you like a constant go kind of action. Krav gonna be up next. Disarm onto Leo. Trying to go for AMS. Trying to go for whatever he can to live this. Stun onto Krav real quickly. Does still have a trick. And Krav could be under a lot of trouble. That little setup he's got going on with the Scythe Reaper Scythe. That does a lot of damage. Krav hit with the blind as he got himself in rage regeneration. Looking to catch up a little bit of healing. Still more Reaper Scythes are attacking him. So maybe he still has some of the Reaper's Mark yet again for Leo. He's just trying to see if he can back up out of there. He needs to have a way out of the next go by Krav. Just all he's got right now is Chain of Ice to slow. Stun by Krav with the reflect. Wraith walk out for Leo. Does get stunned up real quickly. Death Pact is available, so you may have to use it. Just try to live until he has a full proper go. Stun onto Krav. Does go for the human racial. For Leo, he might just need to extend this go a little bit later, but might just have to go now, actually. Death Pact might just have to have a go now. It's either all or nothing. All or nothing. Try to see if he can potentially just ramp up. He didn't have breath. He didn't have stuff to sync together like he would want. But not much you can do. Krav just continuing to put in the pressure as a Fury Warrior. If he's able to stay with you the whole time, there just isn't much you can really do to live it. There just isn't. Full go versus Krav with a mark and everything. There's just nothing the warrior can do in this opener. as Fulgrim got everything on him. Hunter's Mark immediately out by Bobby, since Fulgrim does... It cloaks it. I guess it is better than getting opened up by Hunter, because that is a lot of damage. Did you just butchery while in camo? Does that not take out a stealth? Is that a thing? Huh? No, that's a thing? Wait, hunters are so good at fighting stealth classes. You could literally butcher, which is like a AoE whirlwind, but for hunter with a fat bleed on top of it. And you can do that without breaking camo. That is wild, my good man. That is wild. Sees Fulgrim, immediate charge in, stun, trick, and burn. Got us a full set of bleeds on Fulgrim. Has an evasion, so might be able to at least delay some of the damage. But look at the dots. Once they're in, the Hunter, Survival Hunter has quite a decent bit of dot damage. Not quite a Feral Druid, but very, very solid. Full grenade sent in. Is going to be a disarmament to Bubby. Some of his abilities damage is kind of removed out of the picture. Scattered for a second just to walk away from Fulgrim. Got himself a flank strike leap with another butcher bleed. Fulgrim with advantage, but he's still bled up. The pet sees exactly where he's at. Hunter's Mark not letting him go anywhere. But he's still taking a little bit of that constant damage. Smoke bomb is available. Can't really close the gap. That's an explosive shot on top of it. He's trying to see if he can get himself a better angle here, but yeah, I don't really know if he can do it. Bubby just with a kill shot. All he needs is a kill shot. Unless Fulgrim just got damage, yeah, the pet with a couple of claw strikes, that's all he needs. With Death Ball gonna be up next. Got himself full burst at the ready. Hand of freedom. Everything is up. Bubby just trying to see if he can escape this one. Does not have a turtle shell. He doesn't have a lot of ways to disengage this fight. He just gotta find a way to keep himself alive here. Maybe even CC Dev. Got a stun. Gotta sit that stun for a bit. Bobby just playing defensively for Dev right now. He's in control of this entire situation. Shield of Venice is up. Hammer's flying in on the pet. Does get himself a mount up to close the gap with Bobby. And Bobby has nowhere to go. Just trying to go for whatever damage he can. Freeze and trap last second. Bobby with a camo. Oh no! You gotta find him instant. This man is gonna start here. Oh, you're so close next to him. Oh, you're so close. This man is actually recovering. What a camo. What a feigned death. It came out at a perfect time. Death picking up the eye instantly. Bobby hanging behind the pillar. If he could buy himself a little bit more time. Manic Banner just catching up. The trap might be huge. Oh, I caught him. Does he have Hand of Freedom? He does have Hand of Freedom stun. Bobby at least got a little bit of help to work with. It's not quite victory here. He has a feigned death for this burst. Does use feint death. Try to see if he can walk away from Death Bala. Death Bala does not sit CC long at all, but he's getting slowed by quite a bit. Bobby trying to make sure to put an obstacle course in front of that man. If he's going to be chasing, trying to go for the kill, Bobby wants to make sure that Death Bala is going through jumping through every single hoop out there. He got Exile coming up very, very soon. Trinket available for the next stun combo. He's got even what looked like a knockback trap there for a second. Try to see if he can back up out. Trap. Trying to go for a blind, does not quite reach. Bobby catching up a little bit of heal. First aid for Death Bala too. So he's also recovering. Doesn't have to burn his own resources. Yeah, Bobby wins this, I'll be surprised. I'll actually be amazed. Got himself full burst, feint death for a second. Does got himself quite a bit of burst versus Death Bala. You better be very careful with the bubble. Hammer comes down. That's a lot of damage onto Bobby. Bobby got himself a bit more health. Death Bala with a bubble. Bobby just trying to see if he can live it. Trying to see if he can bail out of the trap. Maybe that does something for you. Turtle shell last second. Manic Banner barely keeping him alive. Death Bala. He just has to have a big go. Next stun, freeze and trap. Bobby is still not out of the woods. He's still trying to vie for victory here. Stun onto Death Bala. He only has a bop. Wait, Shield of Vengeance is like his last bastion of defense. Next Hodge though could be deadly. Bobby needs to plan the feint death to be perfect. Feint death needs to be perfect. Stun needs to be perfect. Needs to find a way to live the Hodge. Or interrupt. Try to see if he can get up there with a Wake of Ashes. Full burst. Big hammer. Oh! That was so much! I was rooting for that Hunter because I honestly thought, you know what? I don't know how Hunter wins this unless he plays like optimally, perfectly. And even then, Death Bala as a Paladin needs to make some kind of a mistake in order for the Hunter to squeak out a victory. Just shows you just how strong Paladins are, man. You gotta respect that class. Every time you meet him, respect it. Like, look at Opio, right, dude? Look at his whole bog. It's just all over the place. I kind of love it, though. He's got a floaty. He's got himself tie, kind of like a shirt and everything. Sun hat, everything. Glasses. Zimbok's last one left over for the team, too. He's better be respecting the Paladin, you know. They're just bleeding him up quite a bit. I actually think if you just play the bleed game, Bop, you can just Moonfire it. Cyclone! Oh! Does he get him shorted? He does. Bear form, he's playing with fire. Go for the close, dude. That's a big hammer. At least you're in, trying to catch a re-stealth. Oh, no. You gotta respect the class. You can't just cycle it into their face like that. You gotta put respect on these Paladins, man. Yeah, respect the class, respect the authority that they bring into an arena. You have to respect it. My God. Now Alex still hasn't got a chance to play, dude. We got to get him another one.